what you're seeing right now here in the background is the game between Tunisia and Mali. Yeah. Yes, Tunisia and Mali, which, caused a lot of controversy yesterday because the referee made a simple mistake. And, this epitomizes the inferiority complex that we as Africans have, that we have been battered into a situation where it's always our backs against the wall. We're always trying to prove something. And so you see a referee like this brother of ours from Zimbabwe makes a mistake, simple mistake. And everyone is saying, oh, AFCON has embarrassed Africa. All kinds of noises coming out. Social media, the mainstream media, everyone is talking about that one thing. Yet, no one said anything when Howard Webb gave 3 yellow cards in the same game and didn't send off the player. No one said anything when there was a goal which was just before they introduced the VAR. There's a goal which, half entered the goal. I think the game was between Germany and England. And England, I think, scored. Frank Lampard scored the goal. No one said anything. No one said, oh, the referees are embarrassing Europe. No one said anything about Obrevo when he officiated the game between Chelsea and Barcelona and failed to give, I think, penalties to Chelsea, a few penalties and red cards as well. No one said anything about them. No one said they were embarrassing Europe. But Africans are constantly, trying to prove something to the world. We don't need to prove anything. For if anything, I think right now is the time when he blew the final whistle when the game was not yet. But that was a simple mistake, which is understandable actually. But now everyone is up in arms talking about, oh, Africa. There's nothing. No one is going to prove anything to any part of the world. One, they are not interested in what Africa has, in what good we have. No one is interested in it. So we have to be confident in ourselves and know that we don't need to prove to anyone. No one sets the standard. If we want to play our football the way we want to play it, let's play it the way we want to play it. Because you see, say, the European League is good, or this other league is good. Good is an adjective that describes an opinion. That they're all opinions. And who says the white people's opinion is what works for us? No. An opinion is based on a personal feeling. So if we are happy with our football, let's play our football. And as Africans, for as long as we continue to accept someone to set the standards for us, standards of success, and we let someone else set them for us, especially our oppressors, our colonizers or former colonizers, we are always going to continue coming up short of the standard. Yeah, we need to set our own standards. I don't see why, as African countries, Uganda is not in the AFCON, but I don't see why we continue to hire coaches from Europe. We shouldn't have to hire coaches from Europe. Let's have our own coaches. Let's have our own Africans. They understand us. They have played the game. We have players who have played the game at the highest level. And if we want to compete with these Europeans, then let's have our own coaches from Africa. The players have played the game at the highest level, so they should be able to coach these countries. But for as long as we continue to have this sort of slave and master mentality, where even the players believe that when they have a white coach, they have a better chance to succeed. Because all this is about belief. So for as long as the players believe that when they have a white coach, that's when they have the best chance to succeed, we're never going to make it anywhere. We are always going to fall short. So it just baffles. It just baffles the mind. Why do we continue to do this? I mean, now that why do we have white coaches? It's just so disappointing, and especially football, because football, it drives this narrative, the colonization narrative. It continues to drive it, and a lot of Africans follow football, but without knowing, we are driving as we watch these games and accept for us to have European coaches and what. We're driving the narrative of colonialism and slavery. This needs to stop. We need to be confident in even if a country goes to the African Cup or the World Cup and you get beaten when you have your own coach, it's okay. What is the World Cup? How, even if you win the World Cup, who is going to remember? Football is not an old sport. Football is not even more than 500 years old. So there's nothing. We should just be confident if we are going to participate anyway.